Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I thought I would come on and maybe just do a little craft room tour of my happy place, and just kind of thought maybe I would just show you guys where it is that I love to be and hang out. And I don't know how much detail I'll be able to go into it, but um, yeah, maybe I'll be able to try to show you a little bit of some of the things, but let's go ahead and go on inside. So hopefully the light, I turned on the lamps and things in here that I have, just because this room can kind of get dark. And so I wasn't for sure. I thought, well, let me just turn on the lights and we'll see. But hopefully it's not too bad for you guys. I might have to turn them off because this room doesn't have just a whole lot of light. And so my room, it's not just the biggest room, and maybe it's a 10 by 13. I'm not sure, but I love it and it just really works for me, and it truly is my happy place, is where I love to be. So as you're coming in the door, I have this cart right here, and I've got some novelty pins and things that I love, and right in here, and then my button maker here, and then this little gosh, I forget what you call these, but anyways, I've got that sitting on top. And then I just have this little sign up here. And what I'll do is just kind of like, I'll walk over here and just kind of give you guys a little bit of what it looks like a little panoramic, I guess. Just so you guys can kind of see. So yeah, so this is basically, yeah, where I sit and craft, watch my YouTube videos, of course. And then up here I have all my wooden stamps. I love to see my wooden stamps. And this is just all just accumulation of things over the years. I mean, I can remember when the stamps were just so popular back in the day at Hobby Lobby, and I still use them. I mean, I know we've got all the polymer stamps and everything, but I love my stamps. And my husband helped make this little shelf, and I painted it and put some glitterific glue stuff on there, and I just think it turned out really good. But yeah, so here is my crafty. I have to show you guys my little ghosty over here. This was a giveaway that I had won from Erin at Coop's Place Crafts. I have it hanging up, Erin, if you're watching, and I love it. So over here is basically my sewing station. My Gemini is on the floor right now. It still works. I had it right over here. We had to get a new printer. And the printer wasn't normally in my craft room. And so since we got the new one, we thought maybe we would put it in here. And my Gemini used to sit right there. But I'm thinking about putting the printer, if I can get like a little shelf right up and under my desk where the little trash can is, to hold the printer. And then I can put my Gemini back up there. So starting back over here, hopefully I'm not making you guys dizzy. I have this rolling cart here, and basically it's got a lot of my stamps on here, my polymer stamps. And then right underneath it is like a bunch of 6x6 paper pads. It's just packed full. I mean, there's just different things on here. I have my Stamp Market dies and stamps down here, some embossing folders, and some Maggie Holmes sticker books down there as well. Some of the big dies down there. And then this whole white drawer system, I've had this from Michael's for years. But it's made by Recollections, and I love it. It's just worked out really well. But yeah, so starting at the top, I've got trays of Christmas embellishments, cabochons, and things like that. Moving on down, this is just some things. Sometimes I just pull this out to when I'm working and crafting. I can go through it. It's got a bunch of like ephemera and some acetate pieces and some sentiments in there. And then I've got like some collection kits in here. These are all those little kits from Hobby Lobby. that you can get stacked here. And then this whole drawer system, like this is all like just random things in here. Sorry. Yeah, I'm not going to go too much into detail of that. Packaging tape, containers, just different things like that in there. Wax seal stuff. Yeah, there's quite a bit in these drawers. It may have to be for another video. But anyways, and then this system, this pink thing, this pink cabinet, this came from my old job. I worked at a nursing home, and these were as a nurse, and this was in the medical records office, and they were basically just going to throw them out. It was all black. And I thought, wow, that would be great for my craft room. I could just take it home and paint it. So I primed it and I spray painted it pink and put some gold glitter spray paint on the handles. And I really love how it came out. And it had these these magnet labels. And so I just made my own. Like this is the Valentine's. So I put all my Valentine's in here. It holds all of this good stuff for Valentine's crafting. It's kind of crazy. And then this one is Easter. All of my Easter, which is not near as much. The fullest drawer is probably going to be Halloween, and it's going to be Halloween and Christmas. So yeah, these drawers are so deep, and it really does hold everything, you know. But I don't know, I was trying to think that maybe I could get out like a rolling cart and try to pull it out with each season and put the crafts on that. But what I've been doing is just opening the drawers and digging through it and pulling stuff out. So I kind of want to try to make this a little more accessible at each season. But for now, that's how that is. And then of course Christmas, I have all down in here with everything in there. And then basically up here is mixed media stuff on here. It's where I keep some sprays, some paints, paste, and that kind of thing. And then here are some sequins. One of my drawers got broke, and so I've been meaning to replace this, and I just haven't done it yet. And so that is what's there. I've got ribbon up there at the top, paintbrushes, some homemade cards, some wire wrap beads, and yeah. And then up at the very top, I keep those boxes because the things that I make, I try to put them in there to store them. And then over here, that pink basket is where I keep my creative time paper pads and ephemeras. I've got some Cricut stuff there. I don't know, some ribbons, some bows, like, yeah, random stuff. And then here's all the paper. And then down on the bottom is like 12 by 12 paper pads. And then all my creative time dies in that box. And then, yeah. There's my big shot. And then coming up, this is just a wall unit here that's just got different things, beads, sequins, different things for embellishing, ribbon. I just kind of keep that all on there. And then this cart basically holds the printer, the Cricut, which I hardly ever use. I need to use more. And then of course these drawers, they just hold random things like, you know, some of this stuff came from the Magical Mixery store. That's what's in there. This is nothing but tags. This is just, yeah, stuff that I guess you could say I've hoarded. But yeah, I love it. And this is like all notepads and wooden things. So that's what's in there. And then moving over here, of course, this is where I'm usually at and crafting. Yeah, so I love it. There's my glue gun, and it tends to work for me. So, and then basically over here, this is just, I love this drawer. It has so many little embellishments and things that I'm pulling out. This would be an all day thing to show you guys. But this is just stuff that I like to have close to me as I'm crafting. And then, yeah, this is a bunch of just more embellishment stuff. And then in here, this is like sequins, buttons galore. This is all buttons galore stuff. I had a subscription at one time that I was with a subscription with them, and that's how I got so many of those. I put all these in this container in there. And then in here, it's just like stamps and things like that. I like to keep these right here close at hand to wipe my desk. And then these are like these cutting different envelope maker and stuff like that in there. Underneath, I keep some of my scrap paper in those folders in that bin. And then this pink thing with the rainbows, that's nothing but like foam tape. And because I try to keep that all on hand, and my cutter and some more foam tape and paper towels. And then moving over here, this is just like, there again, random things that need to be close by. And here I like to keep the flowers. And in here, it's my glue and my little dustpan that I like to try to keep things cleaned up. Foam and, yeah, all of the good stuff. I do keep this little mini die cut thing in here as well. Down here, yeah, just beads, all of that. Can never have enough beads, right? In here, it's like, yeah, my tools. I made these little boxes and decorated them. It's all my silver, what I call silver findings. I put gold findings on here. That is that. And then this is like clips and all of that stuff in there. So that's what's there. Then moving over here, I've got my markers and pens. These are silicone beads that I keep there. These are some random beads and things that I've just gotten, and a lot of times I just put them in there. And then just embellishment stuff all up on this butterfly. I made that little rosette thing hanging on my wall. Oh yeah, and I made this K too. I finally got it hung up. I think I shared that on my channel. And stickers over here, twine up there. Sorry if I make it going too fast, guys. And then up here is, gosh, I don't know, maybe blind. Let me fix this blind. Me and my sister did a swap together, and she made me that little, this gumball machine, and I love it. It's adorable. And then I've got my ink pads, and then this whole thing here, this is all my charms. And I know I've said it multiple times, I'm a lover of charms and cabochons, as you can see. It's just full. So I love it. Yeah. These little boxes just are great. They came from the Dollar Tree, and they just work out great for holding all of this. And then it goes all the way down. So random things. In fact, my sister made me this as well. So cute. She put goodies on it. Love that. Gifted me some charms in there, more charms that need to go in a drawer that I don't have a drawer for. Anyways, but yeah, so that's that. And then I keep this here for just when I'm crafting. I can put some small things in there. And then this is just, I recently just shared this, this embellishment box my sister made. And then I've gotten out all of the stuff that I've just made over the years and have put in here. Just different things because I'm trying to do Christmas crafting. I'm kind of in that mode of all of that, and I've been doing a little bit of it already. So there's that. I just recently made this and it just turned out adorable. I love it. And then here's this little tool thing. And then, oh, I forgot to show y'all my pillow I made out of a dish towel. Let me show you guys this. So my sister, in our swap we had, gifted me some dish towels that had bows on it. So I made a pillow for my chair. Isn't that cute? Would have never thought to take a dish towel and turn it into a pillow. But anyway, so yeah. And then over here, this unit here houses all of this stuff. I've got paper clips, all of these little sticker patches, just different things like that. A Happy Crafter Shop, all of that in there. And here is bling. There's bling. I've organized that, and I don't know why I have so many clothespins, but I do. And I guess it was, it was really back when Tuesday morning was around and they would have the clothespins. And I know it's kind of crazy. It's like you get on a thing and you just start, you think you got to have every clothespin there is. So if anybody needs any clothespins, let me know because I have plenty. But yeah, so that's really what's all in this drawer. Then in here is stickers. I did have this organized, but it's just packed. And like I said, this is just an accumulation over the years. It's not anything that just, yeah. So there's that. And then in here, yeah, I try not to even buy sequins or anything because, yeah, I don't need them. But I'm really trying to use what it is I have. And I want to get this better organized, but it's a little hard to. If I could get like a shelf for all of these things, if anybody knows what would be good to kind of store all of these, because I have quite a few of them in here. But yeah, that is that drawer. And then in the bottom drawer, it's like picks and bells, just all of that stuff. And just random picks, bells and all of that kind of stuff. Stuff that I'm literally want to try. Like I'm trying, now that I'm kind of trying to be active on YouTube and hopefully be able to share more creations and get it out there. So, and then right over here is my sewing machine. And so I just keep I've got my washi tape up there. And then some homemade goodies above and what was gifted to me from my sister up there. And then I've got my yarn, pom-poms, my cinch up there. And then the beads, which I don't have any more room for storing beads, as you can see. My typewriter, Nuvo drops, little bitty styrofoam beads in here. And then this right here is full of dies that need to be, better organized. And then I recently got one of these cobalt things from Lowe's. And then I have this bloom thing here, and then more paper collections down here. So that's what that is. And then this is some stuff. These are some things that I made, some little notebooks and some bags that need to go out to some family members. And I still have one other thing to get made before I can send it out. This is for some challenges here. I just made these last night. So you guys, look at these. Oh, sorry. I just made these last night. So Sandy, it's Sandy's Planners and Paper Crafts. Is that right on YouTube? I hope I'm saying that right. She just did a video that was on there last night, and making these beaded candy canes. And so I sat right there along with her making beaded candy canes, and I was like, I think I have everything to make that. So I just pulled it out and while she was doing the tutorial and started making them. But look how cute these are. aren't they adorable? And so I made one like this. It's got the little snowflake. And, but yeah, they are so cute, so easy to do. If anybody wants to know how to do it, let me know, and or go to her channel, because she just posted it last night. And then she made, like, there's a bunch of, like, little ones that, oops, I keep getting my finger in the way of the camera, but like these little bitty ones, they're so cute. Just like little charms. So I just went to town making these. I don't know, they're so cute. But anyway, so that's why this is over here. This was just done last night. Okay. And then down over here, this is my sewing drawer. This is where I keep all of that right there at hand. Zippers. That's where I keep those for making those bags. And then all my diamond dots. My heating tool is in here. Down in here, just more like clay bits, grommets, and these little things. These key ring things. And then more flowers in here. And so, yeah, that's pretty much my craft room. And, oh, well, I can show you guys this as well. This is where I keep all my punches on the back of this door. It just, just to have that room to store them, and this seems to work out pretty well. And so that is what that is. And then on this, I guess I could do this one as well. This is where I keep all of my ribbon and tulle, and not all of the ribbon, because like I said, there's more ribbon up over here. But yeah, this seems to work out pretty well. And then up there is just like seam binding and resin stuff and some scrapbooks in the back. Other things that I have made, little boxes and stuff up there. And yeah, there's some, this thing here holds all like little containers and stuff. And down here, this whole thing here will hold like some of my fabric at the bottom, and then like I kind of just put this stuff in here for now until I can get it better organized. But it's just some cards and things that I made, other things that I've made and packaged up, all in here. And yeah, so that's pretty much it for my craft room tour. Gosh, I may have went too fast with the phone. Sorry, guys. Oh, and I didn't even talk about my little rolling cart here with the dies. This is where I store almost all of my dies. And I need to, I made these dividers, and my intentions were, they had the labels on there, and then I was supposed to go back and laminate them, thinking that maybe would be really helpful, but I never did go back and laminate them. And the labels keep falling off, and it truly is a mess right now with the dies. I kind of want to figure out some better solution. But like for now it works. And I mean, like, so down here I have Easter, which one? I put tags of Valentine's, and then Christmas down here, and then this is Halloween. And then, like I said, there's more over here in this drawer. So I really need to try to work on getting this fixed better. But yeah, hopefully I can do that soon, get that better organized. But anyways, you guys, yeah, I'm glad I got to do this. This was fun, and I hope you guys liked my craft room. And so yeah, so this is pretty much my little happy place. And so I love watching craft room tours. It's just something, it's fun to see how everybody organizes and sets their room up. And because you know everybody's different, and it's just I get a lot of inspiration from just like you know watching the videos and seeing how people have organized and how they do things and set things up. But I truly love my little space in here, and it's a lot of fun to be in here. So okay, well, I will let you guys go until next time. Bye.